welcome back to the Tea with Miss Lady E. So I want to talk about Krishan and Diddy. First, we're gonna pick up on the Diddy trial verdict and what I seen on Instagram about Judge Mathis post about it being unfair that he got denied bail. For like the whole time, I have one of the most unpopular opinions about Diddy. I am a female. I am a female who has been in a domestic violence relationship, and I say free Diddy for a couple of reasons. One, me and Cassie are the same. Is the same age. Me and Cassie is the same age. So when she was 19 and she was dealing with Diddy, I was 19 as well. So everybody acting like, oh, she's such a victim. He manipulated her. She's so precious. Do woo woo woo. When I was 19, y'all, guess what? My man that I was dating, that was then became my husband, he was also 19. He wasn't a 37, 38-year-old man that could be my daddy. I knew better. She should have too. Um, Not only that, before she even dated Diddy, and she started dating Diddy at the age of 19, she was already she had already been in a 3-year relationship with a man that's 10 years older than her. Let me repeat that. Before Diddy, before dating Diddy at the age of 19, Cassie had already been dating a man that's 10 years her senior for 3 years. So do the math. 19 when Diddy, 3-year relationship. She had to be at least 16 when she got with that man, possibly 15. That man being between 25 and 26. So her dating an older man was something that she liked. She wanted to do it, and she was getting money, so of course she liked it. So we're gonna just fast forward now to now people in the comments under Judge Mathis's post talking about, oh, he's a threat. He should be locked up because he's a threat. He's gonna do this and that and the other one. And for Cassie's lawyers to ask him to be able to ask for him to stay in prison is beyond me because the jury already said basically they don't believe what the fuck she said. That's why he didn't get convicted of that shit that involved her. You know what I'm saying? Like, not trafficking type shit. You know what I'm saying? Or the racketeering. Like, it just wasn't enough evidence and they just didn't believe it. Like, these women was with someone with money. They got something out of it. They decided to stay because of what they was getting. And what happened was they grew up. They grew up, stuff started coming out, and they just started feeling, or that maybe they changed their life and they did start going back and think about everything they done and they felt some type of way about it. First, she sues them, she get a settlement for millions of dollars and all type of stuff. But we all have made mistakes. We all had done stuff that we regretted. Um, did that mean Diddy had to spend his life in prison for having kinky sex with his girlfriends at the time? No. Am I saying it's okay for him to beat her ass? Because we all seen him beat her. Let's be clear. We all seen the video of him beating her. You know what I'm saying? I don't see bitches get beat worse though. I'm just saying. Just saying. They ain't getting no millions of dollars for it either. But we all seen it. But guess what, y'all? Guess what? He was not on trial for domestic violence. Let me repeat that. He was not on trial for domestic violence. The two counts that he got found guilty of were non-violent offenses. So why that man still locked up? Why? Court of public opinion. The judge think the jury didn't do what he wanted them to do? Because why is that man still locked up? He got charged for bringing prostitutes over state line. And not one time when any of these so-called prostitutes, or like what the news media been trying to say, sex workers, which were escorts that ended up, there was escorts. None of them considered themselves prostitutes. The ones that they called on the stand Wasn't even none of the ones that came over the state line, for one. And for two, they never considered themselves prostitutes. They never said, yeah, looking back, I feel like I was a prostitute. No, it was escorts. It is what it is. What Diddy was guilty of is having kinky sex with his girlfriends. That's all I seen. And yeah, because he wasn't charged with nothing else. We all know he was violent. We've seen at least he beat on her at least one time. He wasn't on trial for that. Not only was he wasn't on trial for that, but she went back after that and did more freak offs after that, and she initiated some after that. I mean, y'all wanted him to get convicted of sex trafficking so bad when it's really a whole bunch of little girls, women, probably little boys that's really being sex trafficked. Like, legit being held in basements and shit without food and stuff, or get made to have sex with men and put a lot of different men every night for days at a time, not feeding them, not getting them money. That's not what was happening. Keeping them away from their families. They actually was kidnapped and they can't have no contact with their family, none of that. That's not what happened in this case. He was in a relationship with these females and he had wanted to have kinky sex, threesomes and foursomes or whatever he wanted to do, and they went with it and they liked it until they got older, and then everybody wanted to say, ooh, look at me, I didn't mean to do that, I was so young and impressionable, let me put all my business out. And Cassie should have just kept all that stuff to herself. Now we know all the little nasty stuff you was willing to do for a little bit of change, and now you're scared for the men to get out. Like, he wouldn't have never told us all that. We would have never known all that nasty stuff you did if you want to say that. Didn't this man didn't get convicted of? Like, but anyway, like I said, long story short, um, I believe Diddy should have got out on bail. I feel like maybe his lawyer's gonna try to appeal that. I don't know if they can appeal about bond here or ask for another bond. But I feel like if you look at it, this is his first offense. It's a non-violent offense or whatever. Uh, so, and it's prostitute. You know, how many of y'all probably done sold some coop or bought some coop? I mean, and this is how, in the charge that he got, people better be careful what they ask for, because everybody wanted him to be convicted so bad or upset that he didn't get convicted. But how many of y'all, how many people, you ain't even got to be famous. I stay, I stay in a state that is literally 15 to 20 minutes away from another state. Motherfuckers done gave me gas money to come see them before. And I had to go over those state laws. And maybe we had sex. You know what I'm saying? So I guess they was guilty of the man act too. A few of y'all probably the same thing. Whether it's close to close state, or met somebody and they done moved out of town, or your man out on a business trip and he fly you to come see him, and y'all do like man act. That's how simple it is. So y'all chill out. I mean, if he would have been on trial for domestic violence, hey, I'll be singing another tune. A lot of us would. But at the end of the day, he wasn't. And so stop bringing up him beating Cassie. Stop bringing it up. He didn't get charged for it. That's not one of his charges. It shouldn't even be considered. Get that out y'all head. The jury didn't even believe. Like, we seen it. It just wasn't one of his charges, okay? Domestic violence wasn't one of these charges. Stop saying all that bull crap, you guys. Because in the court of law, it shouldn't be a